Welcome to Biography with Plutarch, where we embark on a fascinating journey through the lives of remarkable individuals, seeking to understand the intricacies of their character and the experiences that shaped them. Today, we delve into the captivating life of Albert Einstein, a man whose name has become synonymous with genius, intellectual curiosity, and revolutionary thinking. Born on March 14, 1879, in Ulm, Kingdom of Württemberg, German Empire, Albert Einstein entered the world with an inquisitive gaze, as if already pondering the mysteries of the universe. His birthplace, a small town nestled on the banks of the Danube River, was steeped in history and culture, where the traditions of Germany and Switzerland converged. The cobblestone streets, lined with medieval buildings and quaint shops, seemed to whisper tales of the past, while the majestic river flowed gently, as if carrying the secrets of the universe. This unique cultural context would later influence Einstein's worldview, informing his perspectives on science, philosophy, and politics. As a child, Albert was a quiet, introspective boy with an insatiable passion for learning and exploration. His parents, Hermann and Pauline Einstein, encouraged his curiosity, providing him with a nurturing environment that fostered his growth and development. The family's modest home, filled with books, music, and lively discussions, was a haven for young Albert's inquisitive mind. His father, an engineer and salesman, introduced him to the wonders of science and technology, regaling him with stories of the latest innovations and discoveries. His mother, a homemaker and musician, instilled in him a love for music and the arts, often playing the piano and singing with her children. One anecdote from Einstein's childhood offers a glimpse into his emerging character. At the age of 5, he was given a compass by his father, which sparked an intense fascination with the mysterious forces that governed its behavior. As he held the compass in his small hands, watching the needle quiver and settle, he felt an overwhelming sense of wonder. This early encounter with the natural world, and the thrill of discovery that accompanied it, would become a hallmark of Einstein's lifelong pursuit of knowledge. The compass, with its hidden forces and invisible fields, seemed to hold secrets that only he could unlock. As Albert grew older, his family relocated to Munich, where he began his formal education at the Luitpold Gymnasium. The school's emphasis on classical studies, including Latin, Greek, and mathematics, provided a solid foundation for his future academic pursuits. However, Einstein's independent nature and dislike for rigid authority often led him to challenge the traditional teaching methods, foreshadowing the unconventional thinking that would later characterize his groundbreaking work in physics. He would often ask questions that puzzled his teachers, seeking answers that lay beyond the confines of the curriculum. The influence of his family and upbringing cannot be overstated. His mother's emphasis on education and her encouragement of his curiosity helped create an environment where Albert felt comfortable exploring his interests. Additionally, the presence of his younger sister Maja provided a lifelong companion and confidant with whom he shared many intellectual and personal adventures. The siblings would spend hours engaged in imaginative play, creating their own games and stories, which fostered Albert's creativity and problem-solving skills. During these formative years, Einstein was also exposed to the cultural and scientific developments of his time. The late 19th century was an era of rapid progress in physics, with figures like James Clerk Maxwell, Ludwig Boltzmann, and Heinrich Hertz making significant contributions to the field. Although Einstein was still a young boy, the seeds of his future interests were being sown as he began to absorb the ideas and discoveries that would eventually shape his own revolutionary work. He devoured books on science and mathematics, teaching himself advanced concepts and theories, which laid the foundation for his future breakthroughs. The young boy who would one day change the face of physics was already exhibiting the traits that would define his remarkable journey: insatiable curiosity, a passion for learning, and an unwavering commitment to understanding the mysteries of the universe. His early experiences, though seemingly ordinary, were imbuing him with the skills, knowledge, and mindset necessary to challenge conventional wisdom and push the boundaries of human understanding. As Einstein's academic pursuits continued to flourish, he made his way to Switzerland in 1896, where he enrolled at the prestigious Swiss Federal Polytechnic University. The university's stunning architecture and picturesque surroundings provided a serene backdrop for Einstein's intense focus on physics and mathematics. Over the next 4 years, he delved into the intricacies of these subjects, often spending long hours in the library, devouring texts and working on complex problems. The musty smell of old books, the faint glow of gas lamps, and the soft murmur of fellow students created an atmosphere that nurtured his curiosity and fueled his passion for learning. During this period, Einstein developed a deep appreciation for the works of Sir Isaac Newton, James Clerk Maxwell, and Hendrik Lorentz, whose theories would later influence his own groundbreaking research. He was particularly fascinated by Newton's laws of motion and universal gravitation, which he saw as a foundation for understanding the behavior of celestial bodies. Maxwell's equations, on the other hand, revealed to him the beauty of electromagnetism and the interconnectedness of electricity and magnetism. Lorentz's work on electromagnetic theory and the concept of time dilation sparked Einstein's interest in the nature of space and time, laying the groundwork for his future revolutionary ideas. In 1900, Einstein graduated from the Swiss Federal Polytechnic University with a degree in physics, a milestone that marked the beginning of an extraordinary journey. Soon after, he acquired Swiss citizenship, which would later provide him with a sense of security and stability amidst the turmoil of 2 world wars. He then moved to Bern, a charming city nestled in the heart of Switzerland, where he worked as a patent clerk at the Swiss Patent Office from 1902 to 1909. This period, often referred to as his annus mirabilis, or miraculous year, was marked by an extraordinary outpouring of creative genius. In 1905, Einstein published 4 seminal papers in the journal Annuländer Physik, which sent shockwaves through the scientific community. The first paper proposed the special theory of relativity, challenging long-held notions of space and time. The second paper explained the photoelectric effect, providing evidence for the particle-like behavior of light. The third paper introduced the concept of Brownian motion, offering a mathematical explanation for the random movement of particles suspended in a fluid. The fourth paper, which presented the famous equation EmcG, revealed the equivalence of mass and energy. These papers not only showcased Einstein's intellectual brilliance, but also demonstrated his ability to think outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom. The response to Einstein's work was mixed, with some scientists hailing him as a genius and others dismissing his ideas as radical and unproven. Max Planck, a prominent German physicist, was among the first to recognize the significance of Einstein's work, and he played a crucial role in promoting his ideas within the scientific community. However, not everyone was convinced, and Einstein faced opposition from established figures who were skeptical of his theories. Undeterred by criticism, Einstein persevered, driven by an unwavering commitment to his vision of a unified and coherent theory of physics. In 1908, Einstein became a lecturer at the University of Bern, where he taught theoretical physics to a small but enthusiastic group of students. His lectures were known for their clarity and simplicity, as he had a unique ability to convey complex ideas in an accessible manner. 3 years later, in 1911, he was appointed as a professor of theoretical physics at the German University in Prague, a position that marked a significant milestone in his academic career. It was during this period that he began to develop his general theory of relativity, which would eventually supplant Newton's law of gravity as the foundation of modern astrophysics. Einstein's work on general relativity was influenced by his conversations with mathematician Marcel Grossmann, who introduced him to the works of David Hilbert and Henri Poincaré. The collaboration between Einstein and Grossmann resulted in a series of papers that laid the mathematical foundations for the theory of general relativity. Their discussions often took place over coffee or during long walks along the Vltava River, which ran through the heart of Prague. These conversations not only deepened Einstein's understanding of mathematics, but also broadened his perspective on the nature of space and time. As Einstein's reputation grew, so did his circle of acquaintances and collaborators. He became friends with prominent figures such as Walther Nernst, a German physicist and chemist, and Philipp Frank, an Austrian physicist and philosopher. These friendships not only provided emotional support, but also fostered intellectual exchange and debate, which played a crucial role in shaping Einstein's ideas. In 1915, he published his general theory of relativity, which predicted phenomena such as gravitational waves and black holes. The response to this work was overwhelming, with scientists and philosophers from around the world hailing it as a masterpiece. Despite the attention, Einstein remained humble and dedicated to his work, driven by a passion for discovery and a desire to uncover the hidden secrets of the cosmos. He continued to work tirelessly, often for 12 hours a day, fueled by his curiosity and creativity. His love for music, particularly Mozart's operas, provided a welcome respite from the intensity of his work. As he played his violin or listened to music, Einstein found solace in the beauty and harmony that it brought to his life. As the years went by, Einstein's fame continued to grow, and he became a global celebrity, known not only for his groundbreaking theories, but also for his simple and humble nature. In 1933, he renounced his German citizenship and immigrated to the United States, where he would spend the remainder of his life. He settled in Princeton, New Jersey, a tranquil town that would provide him with the perfect environment to focus on his research without the burden of teaching. The picturesque campus of the Institute for Advanced Study, with its lush green lawns and Gothic-style buildings, became his new home, where he would spend countless hours pondering the mysteries of the universe. During this period, Einstein's work focused on unified field theories, an attempt to merge gravity, electromagnetism, and quantum mechanics into a single framework. He spent long hours in his study, surrounded by papers, equations, and diagrams as he sought to unify the fundamental forces of nature. Although he made significant progress, he was ultimately unable to achieve his goal, and the pursuit of a unified theory would become one of the greatest challenges of modern physics. Despite this, his contributions to the development of quantum mechanics and relativity continued to shape our understanding of the universe, inspiring a new generation of physicists to explore the frontiers of human knowledge. As Einstein delved deeper into his research, he became increasingly aware of the social and moral implications of scientific discovery. In the 1940s and 1950s, he became an outspoken advocate for peace, civil rights, and nuclear disarmament. He was a strong critic of nationalism and militarism, and he believed that scientists had a responsibility to speak out on issues of social and moral importance. His commitment to these causes was reflected in his membership in organizations such as the American Civil Liberties Union and the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Einstein's advocacy work took him to various parts of the country, where he would give lectures and speeches, using his platform to raise awareness about the dangers of nuclear proliferation and the importance of protecting human rights. One notable example of Einstein's activism was his involvement in the campaign to save the life of Julius and Ethel Rosenberg, the American couple accused of espionage and sentenced to death. Einstein, along with other prominent intellectuals, argued that the trial was unfair and that the Rosenbergs were victims of McCarthyism. Although his efforts ultimately failed to save the couple's lives, Einstein's advocacy highlighted the importance of standing up against injustice and defending the rights of marginalized communities. In 1952, Einstein was offered the presidency of Israel, but he declined, citing his lack of experience in politics and his desire to remain a private citizen. This decision was characteristic of his humility and willingness to prioritize his work over personal ambition. As he once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world." Einstein's response to the offer was not surprising, given his long-standing commitment to simplicity and his disdain for pomp and ceremony. Einstein's later years were marked by a series of health problems, including an abdominal aortic aneurysm that required surgery in 1948. Despite these challenges, he continued to work tirelessly, driven by his passion for discovery and his desire to leave a lasting legacy. On April 18, 1955, Einstein passed away at the age of 76, leaving behind a body of work that would change the course of human history. His death was met with an outpouring of tributes from around the world, as people from all walks of life came together to celebrate his life and mourn his passing. Today, Einstein is remembered as one of the greatest scientists of the 20th century, a man whose theories and ideas transformed our understanding of space, time, and matter. His legacy extends far beyond the realm of physics, inspiring generations of thinkers, artists, and activists to challenge conventional wisdom and push the boundaries of human knowledge. Einstein's character was marked by a unique blend of intellectual curiosity, creative genius, and personal humility. He was a true original, a man who defied categorization and embodied the spirit of inquiry that has driven human progress throughout history. From his early days as a patent clerk in Bern to his later years as a global celebrity, Einstein remained true to himself, never compromising his values or sacrificing his integrity for the sake of fame or fortune. In the end, Einstein's story is a testament to the transformative power of human imagination and the boundless potential of the human mind. That's all for today's Biography with Plutarch. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that understanding the lives of remarkable individuals helps us better understand ourselves.